Hey, what up, man? It's your boy, y'all chosen one, at you again. We're in the great book of Leviticus. We are on chapter, I believe 16. Yeah, chapter 16. Let's get down to it. And Yah spake unto Moshe after the death of the two sons of Aaron when they offered before Yah. That was Abihab and Abihu or something like that. I forget those two names. That was in Leviticus chapter 10, I believe. Before Yah and they died, and Yah said unto Moshe, speak unto Aaron thy brother, that he come not at all times into the holy place within the veil before thy mercy seat, which is upon the ark, that he die not, for I will appear in the cloud upon the mercy seat. All right. So he didn't want Aaron coming into the veil of the holy place. Only Moshe was allowed to go into that veil. Thus shall Aaron come into the holy place with a young bullock for a sin offering. Sorry about that. And a ram for a burnt offering. He shall put on the holy linen coat, and he shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh, and shall be girded with linen girdle, and with the linen mitre shall he be attired. These are holy garments, therefore shall he wash his flesh in water, and so put them on. And he shall take on the congregation of the children of Yasharallah two kids of the goats for a sin offering, and one ram for a burnt offering. And Aaron shall offer his bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, and make an atonement for himself and for his house. Okay? And he shall take the two goats and present them before Yah at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Aaron shall cast lots upon the two goats, one lot for Yah, and the other lot for the scapegoat. Now, look at that right there, the scapegoat. Now, this, I'm looking at my Strong's Concordance right now. This word, scapegoat, is only, I believe, used in this chapter, and they capitalize scapegoat. Usually that's personifying something not common. So we look at scapegoat, and that's going to be Hebrew word 5799. It's only listed 4 times. That's in Leviticus 16, chapter 8, where we read now, 16:10, and 16:26. And it's all Hebrew word 5799. So we're going to look at Hebrew word 5799. Let's see here. 5799. Hebrew word 5799. So we look at Hebrew word 5799. Let's see, Greek. We need Hebrew. FGH. There we go. 5799. And what does it read? Azazel, goat of departure, the scapegoat. Now, what other place do you know of that mentions the word Azazel and what Azazel is? There's only one other book I know, and that's the book of Enoch. And it mentions Azazel. If you know anything about the fallen Malachim, Azazel was pretty much the ringleader. You had Simyaza, but you had Azazel. And Azazel taught men to make swords and knives and shields and breastplates. He is a malachim of war, and made known to them the metals of the earth, antimony, alchemy, and the art of working them, and bracelets and ornaments. And there arose much godliness, and they committed fornication, and they were led astray, and became corrupt in all their ways. So, Azazel, this is the guy. This is the guy. And if you keep reading in the book of Enoch, and the whole earth has been corrupted through the works that were taught by Azazel. To him ascribe all sin. Let's keep reading here. The scapegoat. And Aaron shall bring the goat upon which Yah lot fell, and offer him for sin offering. But the goat on which the lot fell to be the scapegoat shall be presented alive before Yah, to make an atonement with him, and to let him go for a scapegoat into the wilderness. And Aaron shall bring the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, and shall make an atonement for himself and for his house, and shall kill the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself. And he shall take a censer full of burning coals of fire from off the altar before Yah, and his hands full of sweet incense beaten small, and bring it within the veil. And he shall put the incense upon the fire before Yah, that the cloud of the incense may cover the mercy seat that is upon the testimony, that he die not. And he shall take the blood of the bullock and sprinkle it with his finger upon the mercy seat eastward, facing east. And before the mercy seat shall he sprinkle of the blood with his finger 7 times. That's completeness. Then shall he kill the goat of the sin offering, that is for the people, not the one going to the wilderness, but for the people, and bring his blood within the veil, and do with that blood as he did with the blood of the bullock, and sprinkle it upon the mercy seat and before the mercy seat. He shall make an atonement for the holy place, because of the uncleanness of the children of Yashar'Allah, and because of their transgressions and all their sins. And so shall he do for the tabernacle of the congregation that remaineth among them in the midst of their uncleanness. And there shall be no man in the tabernacle of the congregation, when he goeth in to make an atonement in the holy place, until he come out and have made an atonement for himself and for his household, and for all the congregation of Yashar'Allah. And he shall go out unto the altar that is before Yah, and make an atonement for it, and shall take of the blood of the bullock and the blood of the goat, and put it upon the horns of the altar round about. He shall sprinkle of the blood upon it with his finger 7 times, and cleanse it, and hallow it from the uncleanness of the children of Yashar'Allah. And when he have made an end of reconciling the holy place, and the tabernacle of the congregation, and the altar, he shall bring the live goat. And Aaron shall lay both his hands upon the head of the live goat, and confess over him all the iniquities of the children of Yashar'Allah, and their transgressions and their sins, putting them upon the head of the goat, and shall send him away by the hand of a fit man into the wilderness. There's a video out about this, and they still use it today. The little mark, a little black mark right here. It's a video, man, that I want to link to this video. And Aaron shall come into the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall put off the linen garments which he put on when he went into the holy place, and shall leave them there. And he shall wash his flesh with water in the holy place, and put on his garments, and come forth, and offer his burnt offering, and the burnt offering of the people, and make an atonement for himself and for the people. And the fat of the sin offering shall he burn upon the altar. And he that let go the goat for the scapegoat shall wash his clothes and bathe his flesh in water, and afterward come into the camp. And the bullock for the sin offering, and the goat for the sin offering, whose blood was brought in to make atonement in the holy place, shall carry forth within the camp, and they shall burn in the fire their skins and their flesh and their dung. And he that burneth them shall wash his clothes and bathe his flesh in water, and afterward he shall come into the camp. And this shall be a statute forever unto you, that in the 7th month, on the 10th day of the month, ye shall afflict your souls, and do no work at all, whether it be one of your own country, or a stranger that sojourneth with you. For on that day shall the priest make an atonement for you, to cleanse you, that ye may be clean from all your sins before Yah. It shall be a Shabbat of rest unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls by a statute forever. And the priest whom he shall anoint, and whom he shall consecrate to minister in the priest's office in his father's stead, shall make the atonement, and shall put on the linen clothes, even the holy garments. And he shall make an atonement for the holy sanctuary. And he shall make an atonement for the tabernacle of the congregation, for the altar. And he shall make an atonement for the priests and for all the people of the congregation. And this shall be an everlasting statute unto you, to make an atonement for the children of Yashar'Allah for all their sins once a year. And he did as Yah commanded Moshe. So it's kind of the same thing when they put that thing on Ash Wednesday, when them Catholics put that little thing right there. It's kind of the same concept, you know what I'm saying? Kind of the same concept. Many people read past this chapter. It's a lot in this chapter. It's a lot in this chapter that you just look over. This guy Azazel, you need to take a look into it. See where he is right now, because he's in the wilderness, buried underneath something. Alright, it's your boy. To the tribe, shalom.